literally stay awake till 2 a.m. to watch a YouTube video about how to make a YouTube video. But I would never actually get up from the couch to go make that video in reality. If that sounds like you, keep watching, because today I'm sharing exactly how I overcame this addiction of watching YouTube videos around the things that I wanted to do without actually doing those things. And I'm sure you can overcome this addiction as well. Over the years, I've realized that I am a multi-passionate person who wants to do a variety of things in her life. Be it reading, writing, journaling for self-growth, documenting my life via these YouTube videos. And it's not like I've never tried to take real action. I did try to become more disciplined, more motivated, more determined. I tried using different kinds of productivity hacks. From calendar blocking to Pomodoro method, I've tried it all. But I noticed that while I would gain a good momentum using these productivity hacks for a few days, after a while, I would automatically fall back into the trap of again watching YouTube videos about the things that I'm interested in instead of actually doing those things. I would tell myself that, oh, this happened because life got busy, things are stressful, I'm just not in the zone, not in the mood. So many different excuses. But honestly, it began bothering me more and more every time I would come across successful people who were doing the thing that I wanted to do despite life happening to them all the same. So, the famous YouTuber who did the grind despite their 9 to 5, or the best-selling author who wrote the book despite having to take care of her kids and her aging parents with chronic illness. I would look at these people and think they are still doing it. They have a tough life and they are still making it happen. And I would wonder, how are these people managing to do it all when I'm not able to do it despite having so much more time, freedom, finances, and less responsibilities to tackle on my plate. It wasn't until a few weeks ago when there was a power cut in my area and I was forced to sit without Wi-Fi and electricity for about 12 hours. That's when I had this epiphany. Because that's when I really got down to thinking, what's stopping me from filming a YouTube video or writing my own book? And what am I really gaining by watching these people on the internet do these things that I want to do? And here's the answer. I realized that I'm addicted to these videos because of two reasons. Number one, it's a hell lot easier and effortless to watch other people on the internet do those things that you want to do. And number two, because it creates an illusion of progress in your mind. By illusion, I mean it makes you think and feel that you're on the right track to doing that thing while you're not actually doing it in reality. So when I'm watching a YouTube video about making a YouTube video, I'm subconsciously convincing my brain into believing that, oh, this is just preparation for me to make my own video and that I will eventually do it. And we stay stuck in that preparation mode almost forever because it feels easy. It feels so much easier to get that dopamine hit from this false sense of progress than accepting the reality that we're not actually moving towards that goal. Once I had that epiphany, I finally reached the crux of the problem. I didn't need more motivation or determination or productivity hacks. And neither do you. Because no hacks are going to help you overcome this mindset roadblock. Don't get me wrong, I do believe that productivity hacks and time management skills are really valuable and they can be super helpful for you if you're actually managing your time and energy, not a mental state that you're stuck in. So the real solution boils down to this. First, consciously accepting that you're not making any progress by watching another video. And then making an intentional choice to escape that autopilot mode you have been running on. And here is one simple technique that I have been using to overcome my screen addiction of watching YouTube videos instead of doing the thing. The moment you find yourself watching a YouTube video instead of taking action, I want you to pause, identify that feeling, and then pick an activity. Most likely, this should be the activity that you're trying to avoid by watching that video about it. And then I want you to push yourself to do this activity for just 20 minutes. Yep, only 20 minutes. For example, if I'm stuck watching a video on best tips to write a YouTube script, then I'm going to pause and force myself to actually write a script for just 20 minutes. I'll tell myself I'm only doing this for 20 minutes and then I can go back to the video. But more often than not, I realize that once I start and get into the flow zone in those 20 minutes, I usually end up finishing the script and not even realizing when those 20 minutes were over. Now, as soon as you try this, your mind is instantly going to tell you, why should I do the thing? Let me just watch another 20-minute video about it. That's normal, by the way, because this trick is trying to push you outside your comfort zone and it's going to take you a couple times until you get used to it. But you have to rewire your brain using its own trick of 20 minutes. Just like you watch a video of the thing for 20 minutes, now you have to do the thing for 20 minutes. This works because majority of the time, the resistance that you get from the thing is not from the thing itself, but from starting the thing. Now, a bonus tip is to keep your phone away from you when you're doing this activity, maybe in a separate room or in a locked drawer. Idea is to keep the visual cue of your phone away from you. I know this sounds super simple, but that's also why it's highly effective. If you don't believe me, I dare you to try it out right now. And no, don't think that, oh, I'll come back to this later. I'll save this video into my watch later list. When I have more mood, more time, I'll come back to it. No, I want you to pause the video now, go to the comments section and put down 5 things that you want to do in real life. And this will be the action that you're taking from this very video. And then just pick one of those activities, go do that for the next 20 minutes. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. And if so, please do subscribe so that when you come back to it later after your 20 minutes are over, I can still be here and remind you to keep going. This is Srishti signing off and I'll see you after 20 minutes.